Well, hello everybody. It is Wednesday. It's the 17th of December 2025. Yep, I've got yet another hot sauce review I'm going to be bringing you today. I'm going to be doing quite a few of these in the next couple weeks because I am preparing my top 20 hot sauces of 2025 video. And I'm doing a couple related ones as well. I'm going to do some honorable mentions, and I'm going to do a top disappointments of 2025 as well. So let's hope that this particular one doesn't fall into that category. Or, well, let's hope that it does fall into, let's hope that it falls into some kind of category. Actually, the worst thing would be for this to not fall into any category, for it to just be so nondescript and mediocre that it doesn't fall into the disappointments or the top 20. All right, so let's hope that it doesn't fall into the middle of the road category that doesn't get a shout out as an honorable mention or a best of or a disappointment. And the sauce in question today is Firebarns' bacon flavored hot sauce. This was made in Quebec, the province of Quebec in Canada. I'm not sure if it's Montreal or Quebec City or Hull or somewhere else, and I'm sorry, but those are the only three Quebecois cities that I know. I don't think it specifies whether it comes from any of those places. I think it just says it's a product of Quebec. Oh wait, it says Thomas Powers Levis, Quebec, Canada. I don't know what that means. Like, where do the names of the people who created the sauce and the name of the city where it was manufactured, like, where are they separated? I don't know. There's no distinction made. But anyways, this is Firebrand's bacon. Sorry about that. God, I hate it when people send me messages in the middle of recording. This is Firebrand's bacon smoky hot sauce. So this is a whole line of hot sauces. They're generic. They're sold in Canadian Safeways. As far as I know, there are about 5 different ones. This was the one that was most interesting to me. All of them have the bulldog on the bottle artwork. This one in particular has the dog wearing a pig costume. I'm assuming because it's a bacon flavored hot sauce. I don't know what the wings are about. There's something about pigs flying in England, isn't there? So maybe that has bled over into French Canadian culture. I don't know. But anyways, let's give this a look. It's got white vinegar, peppers, which are red habanero and chipotle. Ooh. So I would think that a smoky bacon sauce, would typically have chipotle in it. That's common. But this has red habaneros in it. If you know what I know, red habaneros, they're the hottest pepper that you can get before getting into the super hots. So it's sort of like it's that line between really, really hot but not super hot peppers and then the hot pepper that is the bouchalokia. And some red habaneros that I've tried have been hotter than bouchalokias. So this sauce could actually bring some real heat. But anyways, white vinegar, peppers, red habanero and chipotle, water, maple bacon seasoning, whiskey, sugar, liquid smoke, brown sugar, and xanthan gum. Okay, so this should be boozy, this should be sweet, this should be smoky, this should be porky, and this should be peppery. And it may have some really serious heat in it. Who knows? All right, 1/2 of an Impossible chicken nugget. Let's try the sauce on its own first, then with the nugget. Okay. Nice texture. It smells just as peppery as it does bacony, which is a little bit surprising and promising. There we go. Wow. So it does have a really nice smoky sweet bacon flavor. But there's something that you just don't expect, and it's because of the red habanero in there. There is a sharp heat from peppers in that. And honestly, I've had a few bacony flavored hot sauces before. I had there was a Michigan based sauce called Scotty O'Hotty that I tried last year or earlier this year. And it was a contender for top 20 hot sauces. It was good. But it was like a great, sort of like a hot sauce meets a barbecue sauce, great smoky flavor. Um, but it wasn't hot. It didn't have real heat in it. I don't know that I've. Oh my goodness! Now there's an alarm going off. I don't know that I've necessarily tasted a bacon flavor with real acute pepper heat. Let me try another bite. It's almost a little bit jarring, I have to say. It's good. It's kind of invigorating in a way, but it's a little bit jarring. Um, I just don't expect, smoky, sweet bacon savoriness to be paired with habanero heat. In this case, red habanero heat. It's interesting. I kind of like it. Let's try it over nugget. Here we go. So good. But now, I don't know. The initial shock of the habanero heat is wearing off, and I'm really just tasting bacon there. There's like something going on at the back of my throat that is still indicative that there's like a hotter pepper than chipotle in there. But it's like at this point the habanero flavor and the habanero heat is just being pushed to the back of my throat, creating a slight tingle back there, and the more prominent flavor is the smokiness and the sweetness and the baconiness when I serve it over the chicken nugget. It's good in that regard. It's an interesting sauce. I'm not really sure how to rate it. I found it enjoyable, both on its own and over the nugget. Is it fantastic? No, but it works. What this sauce does works. I like the inclusion of the red habaneros in there. It makes it more interesting, because without it, it would just be a run-of-the-mill, smoky bacon chipotle sauce, which we've tried many, many times on the channel. This adds a little bit of a twist to it. It's kind of good. Not great. I think they could experiment a little bit more, try to create a little bit more depth when it comes to the ingredients in there. But as is, it's a good start, and I like it. I'm going to give it a solid between a 6.5 and a 7. The heat's respectable. It's about a 2, because it's got that extra kick of habanero heat in it. This is good. I would try it over like an omelet, or some kind of a breakfast burrito, a chorizo, potato, and egg skillet would be good over that. Even like mix it up with some mayonnaise and put it on a BLT sandwich or something like that. Kind of make a smoky bacon spicy mayo to put over a BLT. That would be an interesting idea. There's some interesting stuff you could do with this. You could do some stuff with barbecued meats. Yeah, mix it up into different sauces. So it's got versatility. It's an interesting experiment. Fairly respectable heat for what it is. Nice smoky sweet bacon flavor. I like it. Let's bump it up to a 7. It's a good sauce.